Good afternoon, this is Jeremy with Williams Sewer Line Inspectors here at 2524 Aberdeen in Los Feliz, performing a video examination of the main sewer line. We've entered into the line today through a couple of access points. The one that we're really focusing on, since it gave us the best access, is located on the left side of the property, exterior to the structure, along the left structural wall. We're probably about 90 feet into the system. The footage got reset. The other access point brings us right to this intersection. You can see that this is a three-way intersection. Pipe goes left, which is underneath the house, and it goes right, which is towards the street. Unfortunately, this access point is, the fitting is wrong on it, and they put a turn, that turn, right before that access, and it's no longer possible to even navigate around it. It's trying to push us the wrong direction in the line. The other access point that let us get to that intersection was in the back, the storage room that's behind the garage, accessible only through the garage. And that access point, it's about 75 or 70 feet to that junction. And there's so many turns in the system that by the time we get there, we can't push past that joint either. I'm going to be recommending, pardon me, a proper main sewer line clean out at that, or just before that intersection, to give proper entry into the system for maintenance, examination, etc. Now, the piping that we're able to see from this access is all made of a material called cast iron. It is a metal and it does rust and corrode over time. Cast iron has a design life expectancy of about 60 to 80 years. Its failure is inevitable. There's nothing that can be done to stop its failure, and it's certainly not out of misuse or improper maintenance. The trick with cast iron is that no test exists that will tell us how much remaining pipe wall is left in any one area, so it's impossible to predict its failure stage or state. The best ways to identify failure in cast iron is if you can visually see it, and you can actually see that it's leaking. Also, roots intruding into cast iron are a clear indication of failure. This cast iron looks older and newer in sections, like that section actually looks quite good. In other sections that we'll be looking at, you can actually clearly see cracks in, which is pretty rare that it's that evident. Additionally, the cast iron is clearly leaking underneath the house where it is visible, and it's probably around this portion that it is in fact visible. So, all in all, it would look like the cast iron has outlived its design life and is in need of an upgrade at this time. How much of the cast iron we have left to the city sewer, it's impossible to say. Typically, the cast iron would run up to about the property line, if that far, and at the property line transition to a clay material. However, it would just be a guess at this point. Once the access point has been installed, a follow-up examination would be necessary in order to assess the condition of that piping and really identify what materials we're dealing with, etc. Here's just a quick view of the access point that we came into. So it looks like it was probably about 80 feet, not 90, that we got in. I think we were at 7 feet there and 73 feet here. The other access point, the plastic that we were able to see into the house, a lot of the piping had been upgraded to plastic under the house. And there are several bellies in the line that have gone past what's kind of considered acceptable. And a lot of debris is holding in the system. This is typically an indication that things were not properly mounted or something wasn't done in the installation process. But given the bellies that we're seeing, we will be recommending that plastic be repaired by a qualified plumbing contractor, as it shouldn't be holding so many solids and all the water that it's holding. And that's going to conclude the video portion of this examination. Again, this is Jeremy with Williams Sewer Line Inspectors. Thank you very much, and have a great day.